How is everybody doing today? We are running the street stock cars at Thompson International Speedway. So we are ready to start qualifying. Let's jump into it. Alright, here we go. We'll get the car fired up here. Alright, it's going to be this second lap that's the one that's really going to count. This one right here. Alright, here we go. Down the back stretch. Give her all she's got. Alright, there we go.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
Alright, let's see where we're at. Looks like we are starting in 5th so far.
L2S high. As advertised, thanks
Hello,
L2S
Anthony.
for joining the chat.
I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Or do you want me to say Anthony?
As advertised, thanks as advertised for joining the chat.
How are you today? Alright, don't forget to stick around to the end. I review some of these races and go over some of the wrecks and stuff that happen. Looks like we got 5 seconds here and we're getting ready to start this race.
Anthony L2S good.
Good, I like to hear that. Alright, here we go. I switched that over to race. We'll get the car fired up here.
On the inside, pit road is closed. We've put in plenty of fuel to finish the race. The estimated SOF is 1,270. Tight field today, look for opportunity. Waiting on the final car to grid.
Alright, we got one more guy to go and then we're gonna... Here we go, that's it. We're getting ready to start this street stock race at Thompson International Speedway. Everybody's scrubbing up their tires, warming them up. Alright, hopefully those are nice and warmed up. I'm assuming this pace car is going to go out. We got one more lap.
One to go, next time
Yep.
right.
He should be getting off here pretty soon, and then we'll be ready to race.
About to go green, stay focused.
All right. here we go.
Pace car is off. Green flag, green flag. Car outside, clear outside if you want it.
XD3M0NXX25 Asta Corsa Rally out today.
Oh yeah? I've never really played
As
any of the
advertised,
Assetto
thanks
Corsa games.
XD3M0NXX25 for joining the chat.
Inside. Clear inside. Car outside. Keep low.
Door-to-door racing there.
Still there. Still there.
XD3M0NXX25 Astu is king of Sims.
Clear outside.
Yeah, they got pretty good drifting, it seems like. I've seen some of their videos. I'm definitely interested, but I just haven't really pulled the trigger on any of them yet.
21.625.
Ooh, looks like we got a couple of guys getting into it down there.
Slow car.
And a couple of them getting into it up there. Stick around to the end. We'll review that wreck right there. See what happened.
You're now in third.
Worked our way up to some hardware. Now let's see if we can hold on to it or advance more.
Just set your fastest lap of the session.
Alright, we're getting faster. That's a good thing.
For the leader, consider 21.717. New fastest lap for you.
Alright, we're holding on to third place right here, but that guy behind me keeps getting a little bigger and bigger in my mirror. There we go. Lap down car. Yeah, that guy behind me is definitely gaining on me. This guy does not know how to drive up here, apparently. Number 10.
Go low.
That's gonna cost me.
The leader is running 21.931.
Alright. That guy is on my bumper now. Whoa, literally on my bumper now. Alright, that cost me a couple of spots, I think.
Outside if you want it. Outside. The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 5.7 seconds. Outside is clear.
Alright, I don't know what we got going on here. It's the Wild West right here. I need to get back up front.
Clear inside.
Alright, I need to get around these fools.
Car outside. Keep low. Stay low through the car on the high side. Clear up top. Car outside. Clear high.
Alright, I'm struggling here.
Release consider 21.85.
I'm really struggling. Alright, that was nobody's fault but my own. Alright, I got some major catching up to do now.
Twenty laps to go.
Alright, we're halfway there. Halfway there, I got a bunch of ground to make up. Still got to get around these guys in front of me. If I can catch up to them, which I should be able to. Got plenty of race left.
The leader is running 22.059.
And of course we're going to bounce it off the wall. Why not? Making some ground on this Red Bull car. Alright, we caught up to the Red Bull car. Now we just need to make our way around him.
Car outside. Clear outside if you want it. Car outside. Stay low.
Alright, there we go. There's the Red Bull car. Now we need to catch this white one up here.
The leader is running 22.222.
So I believe that white number 10 is the next car I need to catch.
Great job. 10 to go.
Alright, 10 more laps. We can do this. We can do this. I think this is the one I need to catch right here.
Car inside. Clear inside.
Alright, I don't know who's next.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.7 seconds.
Maybe it was this one up here I needed to catch. I know there was a white car that passed me that I needed to get by. I'm not sure exactly which one that was though. Alright, here we go. Looks like we got another Red Bull car here in front of us. Just got a few laps here. We're down to our last 10. Even less than that now. Stick around and I'll go over some of the wrecks that happened. I know there was a pretty gnarly one at the beginning we're gonna check out. Alright, let's see if I can't catch this white number 11. I'm actually thinking maybe that's the one I needed to be catching. Not that number 10 car.
The leader is at 22.242.5. 5 to go. You are where we
Alright,
expected to be.
5
You're
laps.
gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1.1 seconds.
Alright, we should be able to run this guy down.
You've got 2 laps to go.
Ooh,
Outside.
I gotta do it now if I'm gonna.
Clear. Car outside. Still there. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Outside is clear. You just got the white flag. That's
Woohoo!
4 laps to go.
Alright. I'm glad I just saved that. Here we go, right across the checkered flag. That's the race.
Alright, there's the checkered flag. Great job. You did really well.
Alright, who wants to review a race, huh?
Okay, the race is over. Bring it on in.
Alright, let's go back a couple laps. Just watch that, this last battle here. Right here is where I messed myself up. But I gathered it together, so I was glad I was at least able to gather it together. Alright, let's go back and let's check out this race. We're running the number 4 car today. Alright, let's see here what we got. Looks like we got our first incident right here. Number 3 putting himself up into the wall. Yep, right there. There we go. Nothing too major there. Number 2 getting spun out here. Looks like the number 1 maybe. Getting close there, but no contact. The number 10 getting loose. Ooh, the number 6 spinning out. Looks like, yeah, there was a little bit of contact. Looks like the 1 into the 6 there. And then the 1 spinning the 1 getting into the 6. Big old pile up there too. Let's see what happened here. Whoa! Alright, let's go back and look at the 1 car, see what happened there with him. Alright. 1 car gets into the 9, and into the 6, then back into the 6, off into the grass, up into the 3, putting the 3 into the wall. And then the 10 has come in and rear end the 3. Right, that's some pretty good stuff we got going on there. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Nothing real major, it doesn't look like. There's some door-to-door action, kind of. With the number 8 and the number 2. Getting a little close there, but nothing too bad. The number 11, then the number 2, both putting themselves into the wall. Looks like this number 2 and this number 11 were battling it out for a while. I'm not seeing anything else too bad in this race. Looks like that big one was really just at the beginning. There we go. The number 7 getting into the number 4 car. Forcing the number 4 car to get back on the track. All right, this is a pretty good race. I'm not seeing any too major incidents. I think they count every little tire slide as an incident, so that's why I have to just keep skipping through, because it's like every little tire slide they count. Not just like collisions or something like that. Well, it looks like we got some little bit of action there almost. Let's go out back and check that out. The number 4, door to door with the number 8 around the corner. Ooh, then getting a little close there. This is where I'm trying to get around the number 8 right here. I think I'm getting pretty close to where I get around him. Couple more incidents probably. He gets away from me, but I catch up. Whoa! Yeah, I get loose there. Take myself out. I gotta get out of the way real quick. So I guess all the major incidences were me. Or a majority of them, at least, so far. I didn't take anybody else out, just myself. And left a bunch of black marks on the track. Number 7 and number 8 battling it out here. I'm pretty sure I catch up to them. Yeah, here we go. Number 6 car, that was the first one I had to pass. Let's see when I get around him there. Door to door. And we're around him. Number 11 car, this is when I was chasing him down. See, I'm trying to keep it clean there. Don't want to take anybody out. Got on the inside of him there. And then I defeat myself. We got the white flag there too. Every time I see that white flag, I gotta spin out or something. There we go. That's the race. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. If you did, make sure you stop into the next one. I want to thank all my subscribers for joining. You know, that number keeps ticking up just a little bit every day, and it really puts a little grin on my face, seeing that go in the right direction. I want to thank everybody who joined my chat today. Anthony, thank you for joining the chat. XD3MONXX25, thank you for joining the chat today. If you jump into the next one and join my chat, I'll shout you out too. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.